1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello, my name is Ali and welcome to my channel. Stayc recently had an amazing comeback, and now that they wrapped up the promotions, we can talk about all the looks this era gave us. I'll talk about each one of the outfits the girls wore during the era, I'll give them a rating from 1 to 10, and I'll rank their outfits from my favorite to least favorite. At the end I'll say who was styled the best in my opinion and I'll rank all the outfits. The girls gave us plenty of outfits to talk about, so grab a snack and grab a drink, because this is going to be a long video. But without further ado, let's get into it. Disclaimer. I am a fashion enthusiast and I studied fashion design in university, however, fashion is subjective. What I might think it's pretty, someone else might hate it, and it's completely okay. This isn't meant to be taken too seriously and I'm only doing it for fun. I'm only talking about the girls' outfits, not the girls themselves. My thoughts on their clothing are just that, on their clothing, so I hope no one misunderstands it. With that being said, let's get started. The first outfits we have are these ones. The girls wore them multiple times during this era, for their showcase, their first music show stage, the jacket shoot, and the MV. So they are definitely one of the outfits that represent the era, plus they are really good. The outfits kinda have a school uniform vibe to them because of the pleated skirts, the ties, and the shoes and socks combo, but very lightly. When it comes to the silhouette of these outfits, there isn't any revolutionary about it, but that doesn't mean that the outfits are bad. Their styling team picked interesting pieces that stand out so good on their own, and I especially love Jay and Ice's skirts. They also played a lot with layering, which allows the outfits to be much more dynamic. The color palette in this look is so nice. I love how well the pink and the gray mix together, and the accents of black in the accessories complement the other two colors so well. The things that actually make these outfits are the accessories. The clothing itself is nice, but the look wouldn't be near as good as they are without the accessories. The belts, the tights, the jewelry, the hair accessories, the arm warmers, the socks, and even the hairstyles play a huge part in the look. The accessories can definitely make or break a look, and in this case they basically make the look. I love when stylists don't solely rely on just the clothing to make a performance outfits, because there are many more elements at play than just the clothes. This was a great look to begin the era with, they are strong and memorable enough to make an impact, which is perfect. For me this look is definitely a 10 out of 10. And this is my ranking. Next, we have this look. These outfits follow the same overall vibe as the one we saw before. We have the same elements that give the look an overall school uniform touch, mixed some other different clothing pieces to make them feel more casual. Their stylists once again play a bit with the layering, and the accessories take a big role in the look. Just like in the previous look, the skirts are so nice in this instance, but I especially love Jay's skirt with the different colors is so nice, and I low-key want one for myself. The clothing itself is nice and there really isn't that many eye-catching pieces. The color palette is also pretty good, and orange mixed with brown always works, but I think a bit more of black in the clothing would have looked so much better. The accessories, like I said, make the look as interesting as it is. The belts add a lot to their outfits, especially the ones like Sumin and Seyun's where the skirts are more basic. The teddy bear beanies are so freaking cute, and it literally goes perfect with the song, but I wished that maybe some of them were in different shades of brown, so the final look would have been more dynamic. The one thing I definitely do not like is the shoes. Those Converse type of boots are very 2000s, but they aren't a shoe I love. I also think that all of them having white laces is kinda of boring. It would have looked so good if some had orange laces and some had brown, just to make it less boring. The girls wore the same outfits another time for show champion performance. In that instance some of the clothing pieces changed, like Jay and Seon's entire outfits. Isa got this orange top added to her look, and they ditched the beanies entirely. I actually like Jay and Seyun's top a lot more in this look, but the bottoms were better in the original version in my opinion. I also like the look without the beanies, especially because the different hairstyles add a lot to the looks. And I like this version of this look a lot more. They are some pretty good outfits, not my favorite, but they are also not bad at all. This is a 9 out of 10 for me. Then, we have this pink look. If you've seen some of my videos, you might know that I usually don't like when all the members in a group wear the exact same outfit. I think most of the times it just looks boring and uninteresting, but from time to time there are some exceptions where that type of look is done right. They are obviously wearing the same hoodie and skirt, but the pieces are interesting enough by themselves, that when all 6 members have the same clothing, it doesn't look repetitive or bad, like at all. The pink hoodie is really basic, but the hot pink color helps a lot. The skirt on the other hand is the main element in the look. The pink obviously matches the hoodie, but it's the small peaks of purple that I love so much. It's such a small detail, but it adds so much to the look. The tulle ruffles are so eye-catching, and they move amazingly while the girls are dancing, making the performance a lot more dynamic. The accessories also being entirely in black help break the almost monochromatic clothing, making it the final a lot more enticing. I love how their stylists used the black Vivienne Westwood belts to blend the hoodie and the skirt, and make it look as if it were just one piece. The black necklaces are so nice, and I love how they styled them in the look, plus they are also Vivienne Westwood so it ties back to the belt. All of them having black boots, but some of them being different allows some sort of individuality, and even if it's so small it still adds so much. It's the same with the hairstyles, all of them being different and some having hair accessories gives another layer to the look. This is also the most impactful look from this era to me, it's the one that comes to mind when I think of teddy bear, and it's pretty memorable. For me this is a 10 out of 10, and I'm not ranking the outfits because they are all the same. Next, we have these Inkigayo look. At face value, the outfits are quite messy since there's a lot going on. We have a mix of patterns and colors that individually look really nice, but it's not the best when they all come together. The main colors in the look are warm, those being oranges, yellow and red, but at the same time we have some cool colors like green and blue. I think that if the cool colors were changed for some warm ones, like yellow which is not a color that present in the look, then the final look would have been a lot more cohesive. I personally love Jay's look so much, and it's mostly because of the styling. The white button-down peeking out from the tank top, and then the plaid skirt also peeking underneath looks so freaking good. I really like the print-on-print moment Seyun is giving, but like I said, if the plaid skirt instead of being green was maybe yellow, it would have looked 10 times better, plus it still would have tied the yellow in her sweater. Seyun's outfit is also so pretty, love the sweater vest, but like I said before, I would have changed the color of the outfit entirely. Sumin and Isa's looks are more basic, with less elements, but they still look really nice, although Isa's is a bit simple. Yoon's outfit is also nice, love the rainbow sweater a lot, but please fire whoever thought that orange cap looked good with her outfit. I don't think it matches her look at all, not only in color but also in vibe, and I hate that it's the type of cap that has white on the front mesh in the back, like that's a dad hat, and that isn't the look they were going for at all. We have the same black boots as in this look, and I still don't like it, so I would have changed the shoes. The set helped to make the looks more cohesive, but as a whole this isn't the worst look ever, although it definitely could have been better. This is a 7 out of 10, and this is my ranking. Next, we have these green outfits. They feel reminiscent of some previous look we've discussed in the video because of the silhouette, however, they are unique enough to stand on their own. The green, black, and white color palette is so nice, and one that really complements the girls. We have more plaid print in this look, and I like how they are all different, giving individuality within the girls wearing it, but they are still similar enough in some aspects to match seamlessly. I love Seyun's skirt so much, the spray printed type of print is so nice, plus it says teddy bear on it. I like the striped print on Isa's sweater, it adds another print element other than the plaid, and I wished one more member had another type of print to make the look even better, maybe Jay since her look is the most simple out of all. The accessories and hairstyles complement the clothing a lot, and make the final result much more interesting. I especially like the belts and socks, since it spices up the outfits. The shoe choice is also really nice in this instance, and I really like Jay and Yoon's boots. This is a really good look, like I said, I would change some little things here and there, but nothing too drastic, and the look like it is really nice, so this is a 10 out of 10 for me. And this is my ranking. Next, we have these outfits. These ones appear in the MV, and I was surprised when I saw that they wore them for a performance because they each one look nice individually, but it's a bit messy when they are all meshed together. These are perfect for each one of the scenes the girls wore them in the MV, and when groups have individual scenes with specific outfits we usually don't get to see them on stage because it doesn't make sense altogether in a performance and can look really messy, which is why happened here. We once again have multiple plaid prints in this look, they are all in different colors and type of prints. It doesn't look bad all of them together, but it could have looked better. It would have worked a lot more if the other non-plaid pieces were in the same range of colors, so all the print wouldn't stand out as much. My biggest problem with this look is that there are too many colors that don't necessarily match, and different silhouettes to the point where it feels like each one of the girls is going to a different event. These outfits would have worked a lot more for a variety show than an actual performance. I also don't know who thought it was a good idea to give Jay that dress to perform in. It's not bad, don't get me wrong, and if it was a sit-down performance where they don't have to move much it would have been perfect, but in a performance where she has to dance is horrible. The dress being below the knee restricts her leg movement a lot, and the dress isn't even tight, but you can still clearly see a difference between her dancing in this look, and in any other one. This is a 6 out of 10 for me, and this is my ranking. Then, we have this look. These outfits have some of the same elements we've seen in previous looks, like the plaid pleated skirts, baggy sweaters, and knee-high boots. These outfits feel the most like school uniforms, to the point where it feels more like each one of the girls customized their uniforms to their liking. The clothing pieces themselves are pretty basic, and unlike the previous look there aren't any eye-catching pieces. This look would have benefited a lot from having different prints and silhouettes, since this is already the fourth look we've seen in this era that has the same elements, so it begins to feel a bit repetitive. The color palette is nice, the blue and yellow are contrasting colors according to the color wheel, but the gray pieces neutralize the overall color palette. The accessories are lacking in my opinion, they could have added more jewelry and some belts to the outfits. The hairstyles are nice, and the hair accessories definitely help, although I hate Jay's giant bow. This look as a whole isn't bad when it comes to the color palette, the silhouette, and the overall vibe. There isn't anything messy or weird about them, but because it's more of the same things we've already seen, it's just boring. There isn't anything exciting about them, and that's a shame. Usually in a look I dislike a lot of things, there's still at least one whole look I think it's great, however, none of the outfits here are that great to me. This is a 7 out of 10 for me, and this is my ranking. Next, we have this look. These outfits follow the same elements as this one. We have the same silhouette with the hoodies on top, the tulle tutu type of skirt on the bottom, the black Vivienne Westwood belt, and the same black boots. However, right from the bat I can confidently say that this look is not as good as the pink one, and I'll tell you why. The pink on pink look was a lot, but it was break down by the pop of purple in the skirt, and I think the look would have benefited a lot more if these blue skirts had a pop of a darker shade of blue in the same place as the purple was. In this case the girls are wearing crop tops, and in the pink look the hoodies were longer and were styled tucked in the skirt, giving more of a clean-cut look, and letting the black belt shine a lot. But by the hoodies being cropped the fit of the outfits is a bit off, and the hoodies can cover the belt, which is one of the main elements in the look. And those are small details that you can say I'm nitpicking, but my biggest issue with this look is the gray hoodies. I think the color is too washed out and doesn't complement the baby blue in the skirts. The gray hoodies have blue prints in them, which obviously match, but for me it would have been better to give only 2 of the girls gray hoodies, and the other 2 a different hoodie in a darker shade of blue. Another option would have been making the look all monochromatic, like the pink one, and letting the black accents give more dimension to the look. The girls wore the outfits twice, and in both instances the hairstyles and hair accessories were on point, making the final look more interesting. I also love the teddy bears in Seon and Seon's hoodies, like it's such a dumb and kinda small detail but it looks so cute, and it helps to spice up their simple hoodies. This is an 8 out of 10 for me, and this is my ranking. Next, we have these outfits. This look feels like a blend of this other 2 looks. The overall vibe is really similar to the first outfit we talked about, but instead of pink in the color palette, this time is yellow, and even Suman's sweater is a really similar. We have once again all of the members wearing teddy bear ears beanies, which are so cute, and it complements the outfits nicely. This look is really great because it has the overall feeling this era's fashion has, and at the same time it gives us something slightly different. The clothing pieces individually are much more interesting, which makes the final result a lot better. I like that for once we don't have any plaid print, since it's been overdone at this point. I like how their stylists work with the layering in some of the looks, especially Isa's. I really like Yoon's skirt, and I love Jay's pants so much, like the little half skirt on top of the pants is so nice, and for once we see something that isn't a skirt in the era. The accessories are also really nice, I especially like the chain belts in Seyoon and Seyoon's look. The girls wore these outfits twice, once without the beanies and I like it without them too, plus the hairstyles were really good. I don't really have anything that I would change or that I dislike in this look, and it's nice that the fashion isn't going downhill the more looks we get. For me this is a 10 out of 10, and this is my ranking. Next, we have this look. At first I thought that this was a look for Poppy instead of Teddy Bear, because I was expecting for all the outfits to be in a bright and mostly pastel color palette, but it was a pleasant surprise. We have the basic elements that have been present in most of the looks, like the pleated skirts and the school uniform inspired elements, but it feels different in this look. A black and white color palette can be so boring if it isn't done right, and especially if the clothing pieces are quite basic. In this instance the clothing isn't anything revolutionary, but it's the accessories that completely make the look. The belts, ties, necklaces, socks, the little teddy bear in Jay and Seon's skirts, and even the kinda creepy teddy bear backpack Yoon has elevate the outfits from a simple black and white look, to something much more visually intriguing. In my opinion, to make the look even better, I think their stylists could have added some more print in the look, although not plaid since we've seen enough of it in this era. It might be such a dumb thing for some people, but Isa wearing pants adds so much to the look. It has a different type of silhouette, and it gives more room to play with her outfit to make the final look different from the previous ones. If her pants had a stripped print it would have been even better, but it's not that big of a deal. I really like the shoe choice in this look. Instead of giving the girls the same black boots we've seen before, they gave them all platform Oxford shoes. The hairstyles are so nice, and I especially like Jay and Seon's buns. This look is definitely a 10 out of 10. And this is my ranking. Next, we have this look. And oh my god, I love it. I really love it so much. It follows the same overall vibe that was set for this era, but it's unique enough to stand tall between the rest of the outfits. I really like how their styling team got more creative with this look. The color palette is different, the silhouette if the same, but the styling of the pieces is different. The clothing pieces are really interesting by themselves, and I like how we got more fun prints and a bit of denim. The beige and blue go really well together, but not only that's good, it's also how well they mixed the two colors in all the looks. I personally love Seon's skirt, Jay's printed top, Seon's top, and just Yoon's whole look. There's also some hints of Y2K in some of the looks, which it isn't something we've seen a lot in this era, and it's a current trendy aesthetic that in my opinion would have worked amazing with Teddy Bear. The accessories game is on freaking point. I really like the chain belts, the chokers looked so good, and the teddy bears Seon and Sumin looked really nice. The only thing I don't love is the boots. I've already said multiple times that I dislike those boots, but especially in this look I hate them. The outfits would have looked so much better with brown shoes since brown and beige match better in my opinion than black and beige. But aside that, this look is still a 10 out of 10 for me, and this is my ranking. Next, we have these looks and I freaking love it. The main color in these outfits is brown, in various shades, but we also have some orange and pink accents. Orange and brown look really well together, and brown and pink looks amazing, so all of those colors mixed together is perfect. Their styling team did a wonderful job with choosing where to place the pink and the orange, because if there had been more clothing pieces with those two colors, the final result might have looked somewhat messy. For me, what makes this look as amazing is for sure the color palette. However, there are some other elements that helped a bit. The clothing pieces are really interesting. All of the girls have some sort of print in their outfit, and even if most of them are plaid, it's a plaid print that I really like, plus it mixed with cool pieces like Seon's skirt and Yoon's top. It doesn't look boring or repetitive at all, and we even got a plaid on plaid moment that was amazing. Jay's dress is so unique and interesting. From afar it might look like a basic bodycon dress, but the design of it is so cool, and I'm not sure if the piece it sold like that, or if it was her stylists working their magic, but either way, I love it. The accessories are perfect, and I especially love how they add a pop of color to the look, like Jay's pink hair clips, and Yoon's colorful hair ties. These outfits are so freaking good, but I wished the shoes were brown, because I don't love the brown and black color combo. But aside that, this is totally a 10 out of 10. This is my ranking, which by the way was so hard because all the outfit are so good. Next, we have these outfits. The past few looks had been amazing, and I really hoped for the era to keep going like that until the end, but it unfortunately didn't. These outfits aren't bad, they are actually amazing individually, but when all the girls are placed together it looks so messy. There are too many colors and prints in one look, and it feels like they just styled each girl in separate rooms, forgetting that at some point they all had to perform together. I really don't get the thought behind this look, and I really wished I could hear what their styling team was thinking when they decided this was a good look. There are elements in common within their looks, like the plaid print and the white color, but it's not nearly enough to make it work. Isa, Sumin, and Seyoon's outfits look nice together. They have the same vibes and similar color palettes, but the rest of the outfits don't. If I were to change some things, I think that if Jae and Yoon's outfits were in red instead of green and pink, then the final look would have been much better. I don't really have much to say about these outfits because they aren't bad, but it's the color palette that ruins them for me. This look is a 7 out of 10 for me. And this is my ranking. And last, but certainly not least, we have these outfits. All of the girls are wearing the same denim overalls with different white tops. This is such a simple and kinda basic look when it comes to the clothing, but their styling team did amazing at the styling. The stickers on their body are so cute, and they literally work as an accessory in this look. Each one of them having a different teddy bear in their overalls is so freaking cute, and it makes the outfits much more interesting. The jewelry was fine, but I think they could have added more necklaces, earrings, bracelets and rings to the girls. The hairstyles are fantastic, all of them having space buns, but different type of space buns is, and sorry to sound repetitive, but so freaking cute. The rhinestones and stickers in their faces that complemented the makeup are so nice, and totally fit the vibe of this look. Their styling team really worked with the accessories, and took some basic outfits to a different level. This was also their last music show performance, and it worked beautifully to close the era. The outfits are different from all the ones we saw before, but they still match Teddy Bear perfectly. I wished we could have seen more outfits like this one, but it isn't that big of a deal for me. This look certainly is a 10 out of 10 for me, and I'm not ranking them since they are so similar. The fashion during this era was really nice. The girls looked great all the time, and there wasn't a single moment where I thought one of them was done dirty. My criticisms were mostly related to the color palettes and styling, not the clothing itself or the girls. This isn't my favorite stayc era when it come to the fashion, they definitely have better ones, but it also isn't a bad era. We got a lot of the basic and classic elements that a girl group performance look has, and although it isn't anything revolutionary, it also wasn't boring. An era doesn't need to have crazy outfits to have good styling. I think their styling team could have been a bit more creative in some aspects, especially because they have been in some of their previous eras, but it isn't the end of the world for me. We got a lot of looks during this era, 14 to be exact, and they can all be divided into 3 categories. The slight school uniform inspired outfits, the more casual outfits, and the hoodies and tutu skirts combos. We only got 2 set of outfits like this one, and I would have loved to see some more in different colors, maybe in yellow and orange. Most of the outfits were in the slightly school uniform inspired bracket, and unfortunately not all of them were as amazing as they should have been. However, when we encapsulate all the outfits as a whole, this era was certainly a pretty decent one, and that's why I'm giving it an 8.8 out of 10. There are some things that could have made the era better, but also Teddy Bear by no means is going down as one of the worst styling eras in K-pop. When it came to choosing who was styled the best for me, it was really difficult. All the girls had multiple outfits that were my favorite one in a look, and at the same time all of them also had multiple outfits that were my least favorite one in a look. But at last, for me the best styled this era were Sumin and Yoon. They both had multiple outfits that ranked first, and they always looked freaking amazing. Both of them also had some outfits I didn't love, but there were more that I liked than I disliked. This is my overall ranking of all the outfits. That was everything for the video. I really had a lot of fun doing this, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it. Teddy Bear is such a feel-good song, and I've been listening to it non-stop ever since it was released, so let me know if you also love the song like me. Also, let me know if you agree or disagree with my opinions, let me know which ones were your favorite and least favorite looks, and who was styled the best in your opinion, but as always, remember to be respectful. If you want to see more of me, you can always subscribe to my channel. I usually do K-pop fashion related videos, mixed with some other K-pop stuff here and there. I have a couple of videos in the works about some recent releases, so be on the lookout for that. Like this video if you did so. Thanks for watching. Bye.
ready.